found out there a little bit more about the specific timeline and who allegedly did what in relation to the beheading?
Yes, quite a bit of information coming out in this declaration, Claire. First of all, saying that, as you have just reminded us, 7 people are accused of being accomplices. They've been charged with attacking a public official, and 2 of them are minors, aged 14 and 16. Now, those 2 minors that Jean-François Ricard was referring to are the ones who gave the information to Abdallah Anzarov, the assassin, as to the identity of Samuel Paty as he was waiting for him outside the school by offering them money. Now, the new information here is that he arrived at the school at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on last Friday and waited for 2 hours for the teacher to arrive, and that those students actually stayed with him during those 2 hours. They were offered €350, which they said they were going to share amongst their friends. And according to the prosecutor, they wanted the teacher to apologize for having shown these caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad. Now, that is why they are being questioned and why they are still remanded in custody by French police. The other interesting thing here is about the father, who has been named as Brahim C as the letter C for his family name. He is said to have been in contact with a radical, self-declared imam in France. His name is Abdelhakim Sefrioui, who is the head of a collective which is called the Sheikh Yassin Collective, which is named after the former creator of Hamas, who was killed in 2004. This collective in France is apparently was created to give support to the Palestinians, but it's been used as a radical movement in the country. And so the French authorities have announced that as from today, this collective, this association is to be closed. And there are very strong links between the killer, Abdallah Anzarov, and Brahim Say, the father of one of the pupils of Samuel Paty, and also of Abdelhakim Sefrioui, the head of the Sheikh Yassin collectivity in France. And Brahim Say, the father of this daughter, we are told, published a message on Facebook on information given to him by his daughter, who wasn't actually in the class or the first class at the time when these caricatures were shown. The prosecutor said that she was ill that day, so she gave information to her father that was incorrect about the fact she was told to leave the classroom when that wasn't true, and this is something that he posted on the internet.
The prosecutor said that there was a direct link between the social media campaign that the teacher was a victim of, because it snowballed into a big campaign against him, but based on misinformation.
That is correct, that this is misinformation that was given to the father and then picked up in a later message by Abdelhakim Sefrioui, who threw his backing behind this campaign by the father to get Samuel Paty disciplined over showing these caricatures. And in the message that was put forward by Abdelhakim Sefrioui, after an earlier message by the father, Brahim Say, that message also contained a declaration that President Macron was against all Muslims of France. So the prosecutor and investigators are looking here at basically what can be described as radical behavior by a whole group of people, which was based on misinformation and which led to the death and to the execution of a teacher who was really only just doing his job.
But just to be clear, none of these 7 people have been placed under formal investigation just yet then? Is that what you understood as well from
Yes,
that?
the first group of people were originally questioned, 16 of them, including 4 members of the family of the assassin of Abdallah Anzarov, were all brought in for questioning, and since then 9 of those people have been freed. The ones who are still being questioned are under formal investigation, and they will face charges. We don't know exactly when that's going to be, but that is the situation at the moment, and it's probably more than likely, viewing from what we've just heard from the prosecutor, that they will not they're not going to be released anytime soon, and they will face formal charges of involvement in the campaign which led to the execution of Samuel Paty.